Marvelous to meet you again. And thanks everyone for clicking me again. This is Amy Prince. Welcome to Fantastic English from Basic for Better English. And today we are going to tell you how to learn vocabulary. You know, dear students, vocabulary is the most important part in learning English. But how to learn the vocabulary? Some students are memorizing a lot of words. Even they carry some dictionary with them. And they are memorizing. They are memorizing in school, college, even in the canteen. They carry some dictionaries with them. They think if I memorize the dictionary, I can learn a lot of vocabulary. But dear students, dictionary is not for memorizing. It's a book of solution. If you just get any problem in any word, you can solve it from the dictionary. But it doesn't matter that you'll memorize the dictionary. Okay, dear friends, I'm going to tell you the right instructions how to learn vocabulary. Number one is pronunciation. If you learn any vocabulary, first of all, you will have to get the proper pronunciation of that one. If you learn the pronunciation very well, of course, it will be much better and your brain will receive the pronunciation very strongly itself. So you don't worry about the matter. Just utter once or twice pronunciation, the sound of that vocabulary. And at the same time, you can also utter the similar pronunciation. Okay, now the next one is meanings. Of course, you should learn the meaning of that one. You know, our word, it doesn't have a single meaning. It may have a lot of meanings, even 100, 1,000, and there's a lot of word in English. More than 1,000 meanings of that word. But what should I do? Of course, I have to learn the meaning of that one. The first meaning, the second and third and fourth, the maximum we should try to learn. And of course, meaning is much better for all of you to learning vocabulary. And the next one is spelling. Of course, whenever you learn the word, you should try to spell something. How does it spell? And then you will try to write once or twice on the paper. And of course, your brain will get a picture of that figure of the word. And you can make it very easily and simply. So I request you, dear students, of course, try to write once or twice on the paper with pen and paper or with your mobile phone or laptop. It doesn't matter. But try to write it. If you write, the pronunciation the spelling will be correct. Thank you. Okay, now the next one is use and not use. Whenever you learn a vocabulary, you should try to learn the use and not use. Where the word is used, where the word is not used. Where the vocabulary is used, where the vocabulary is not used. You should try to learn that one is. If you learn it properly, of course you can use it properly also. Suppose we also call it widely used. It's widely used in our country or all over the world, but we don't say it's broadly used. Okay, and you should try to learn where is used and where it doesn't used. Now the next one is relation. As a person, I have a lot of relation with the different types of people, and some of them are friends, well-wisher and relatives, and some of them are enemy and foe. It may not impossible to have any type of opposition or enemy. Rather, I love the opposition sometimes. Anyway, so every word, it has some synonym and antonym. Okay? Whenever you learn any word or vocabulary, of course, you should try to learn the synonym of that vocabulary and the antonym of that one also. And of course, it will help you to present and to remember that word and of course the use of that word very properly. Thank you so much. Now the next one is, dear friends, connections. Personally, a man has different connections. I have a connection with that guy has a connection with that one, and sometimes I love a guy to sit beside me. Personally, I love to sit with someone also in different programs. Okay? At the same way, a vocabulary, a word also lacks different words with it. You should use that one as the word prefer, as the word likes, but not as you like. Okay? Now, sometimes it may be verb plus prepositions. or adjective or pronoun, noun, adverb, or and so on. But it doesn't matter what you use, but all the time, whenever you learn any type of word or vocabulary, you should try to learn the connecting words with that one, how to connect with the other word, how to make a relation with the other word of that sentence. Okay, dear students, now the next one is affixes. Whenever you are learning a word or vocabulary, affixes is the most important part. Sometimes to look at a big word, a healthy word, we are becoming very surprised. Oh my God, wow, big word, how can I learn it? But dear friends, relax. Don't be afraid and don't be nervous about it. Relax. And if you follow the word, of course you will see the head part of that word is a little, but it has taken some prefix and suffix, then it has become a bigger and a longer. Now, suppose I am wearing suit and tie, shirt, and so on. Now, you look me a little bit fat. At the same way, a vocabulary also in such way. Sometimes a word is small, but add some prefix and suffix, it's become more and it looks healthy and bigger. But don't be afraid, my dear friends. I'd like to tell you, suppose I'm going to tell you what beautifications. If you have a look at the word beautification, the main part of that word is beauty, cation, but the main word is beauty. So don't afraid. If you know beauty, beautify, beautiful, and beautician, beautification. But don't be afraid and nervous, my dear friend. Okay, now next, self-uses, expression and sentences. Whenever you learn a word, it's the most important for learning a vocabulary. Whenever you learn a word, of course, you should try to use that word in your own style, in your own language, in your own sentence. You can try to make some sentence. It may be short sentence, easy sentences yourself, which is used in your day-to-day life, and that must be better. You can remember all types of vocabulary in such a way. Even you can use that one much properly. Sometimes you memorize a lot of vocabulary, but it's not used at the proper time, at the suitable time. But if you learn in such a way, definitely it will back you up all the time to provide yourself a very standard presentation. Okay? And of course, the next one is grammatical uses. Whenever you learn a word, you should be careful about the grammatical uses. If you learn it much better, of course, you can avoid the grammatical mistakes when you write or speak. And the next one is more emphasis on phrases. Sometimes we learn word and we learn phrase. Vocabulary means both words and phrases. But you have to emphasis on phrases. A phrase can speak much better than a word. A word means a little, but a phrase means longer and much bigger. So dear students, I'm going to tell you a phrase is much stronger than a simple word. Of course, you should try to say and try to practice the phrases. The more you practice the phrases, the much better you can speak in English language. You can perform yourself much faster and quicker. Anyway, and the last one is, I'm going to give you suggestions, and that don't memorize. Practice, practice and practice. If you memorize at one stage, you'll forget and you can't use that one properly. But if you practice, you can be skilled. Practice makes man perfect. And that's why I'd like to request you, don't memorize, just keep going your practice. Carry on your practice. Practice, practice and practice. Thank you everybody for joining me, and of course I'll be back, and in future I'll listen to you a lot whenever you are going to tell me your success story. And enough for today. I'll be back with the new topics. Hope to see you again. Bye.